Department of Instrumentation and Control. Today's our topic is stability analysis in Z domain using the bilinear transformation method. In this method, we will find the stability using the bilinear transformation method. So first of all, what is the stability analysis of the closed loop system in particular Z domain? So all of you know we have considered a closed loop control system where our transfer function C of Z upon R of Z that is equal to G of Z upon 1 plus G of Z H of Z. Okay, now if we can write the characteristic equation for this particular transfer function, it becomes 1 plus G of S H of S that is equal to 0. Here you have to note that this characteristic equation is for the continuous time signal because the forward loop path and the feedback loop path gain is in the form of the S domain. If we can write the transfer function in the Z domain, so the transfer function will become 1 plus G of Z H of Z that is equal to 0. Here, now stability analysis by the use of bilinear transformation. So first of all, we know about the stability criteria for the particular system. So as you study in the control theory, we have followed some basic guidelines to find out the stability. So the first rules to find out the stability is if all the poles and zeros are located in the left hand plan, that type of system is known as the stable system. If any roots or the poles or zero are located in the right hand plan, that type of system is become unstable system. Now, what is the condition for the marginally stable system? So, if the poles and zeros are located in the j omega axis, that type of system is known as the marginally or the critically stable system. So, this type of stability criteria that we have used in the continuous time system. Now for the Z plane or the another complex W plane, what is the stability criteria? So while using the Z plane, we have considered a unit circle of the Z plane. If the poles and zero are located in the unit circle or on the unit circle, that type of system is known as the stable system. Now, what is the condition for the unstable system? So, if any pole or zero are located in the outside of the unit circle, that type of system is become unstable system. In the continuous time system, we will use a Raoult stability criteria, Raoult Hurwitz criteria and the root locus method to find out the stability of the system. For the Z domain, and we have used three types of stability method. The first one is the bilinear transformation. Okay, so what is the bilinear transformation? So the first one is this method transform Z plane to another complex plane W plane. Now, the bilinear transformation defined by Z is equal to omega plus 1 upon omega minus 1. If the transfer function is given in the Z domain, our first target is we can convert this Z domain transfer function into the omega plane. So, what is the equation for the omega? Omega is equal to Z plus 1 upon Z minus 1. Okay, so it maps inside of a unit circle in the Z plane into the left half of the W plane. It indicates what is the condition for the stability in the Z plane. As we discussed earlier, if all the roots or the poles or zero are located in the left hand side as well as in the unit circle, that type of system circle, that type of system is become stable system. Okay. Next one is, let's take some real part of the omega, the delta, and imaginary part is omega. So we can get the W prime equation is W is equal to mu plus j omega. Okay, now since inside of the unit circle is z plane is mode of z, that is equal to mode of omega plus 1 upon omega minus 1, that is equal to put the value of real and imaginary axis, and always we can get the value less than 1. So if we can remove the mode and also we can find the value, we can get always less than 1. So we can simplify this equation and we can get the value mu, that is equal to 0. Okay, now the inside of unit circle in z plane corresponding to the left prime of the omega plane. So it is indicated that all the roots are located in the left hand plane in the omega plane. So unit circle in z plane is mapped into the imaginary axis in the w plane, and outside of the unit circle is mapped into the right half of the w plane. It indicates if roots are located in the right hand plane, this type of system is outside of the unit circle and it becomes the unstable system. So W plane is similar to the S plane. Clear? Now next one is, we have to substitute omega plus 1 upon omega minus 1 for the z in the characteristic equation. So what is the characteristic equation of the z domain? P of z, that is equal to a0 z raised to n plus a1 z raised to n minus 1 plus an minus 1 into z plus an, that is equal to 0. So now put z is equal to omega plus 1 upon omega minus 1. We can get a0 as it is in this bracket, omega plus 1 upon omega minus 1 whole raised to n plus a1 omega plus 1 upon omega minus 1 whole raised to n minus 1 plus an minus 1 omega plus 1 upon omega minus 1 plus an, that is equal to 0. Okay, so we can get the characteristic equation in the W plane, that is equal to QW is equal to B0 omega n plus B1 omega n minus 1 plus Bn minus 1 omega plus Bn is equal to 0. So once we transfer the P of Z into 0 into the Q of W is equal to 0, it is possible to apply the Raoult's stability criteria. So whenever we use a bilinear transformation method, our first target is we can apply omega plane instead of the z plane. So we can put z is equal to omega plus 1 and omega minus 1. The next equation will become in the form of omega, and then we have to apply Raoult stability criteria to find out the stability of the system. Now, the example using the bilinear transformation method, consider a following characteristic equation. Equation is given P of z, that is equal to z cube plus 1.3 z square minus 0.08 z plus 0.94 is equal to 0. We have to determine whether or not any of the roots of the characteristic equation lies outside unit circle in the z plane. We have to use the bilinear transformation method and the Raoult stability criteria. So our first step is, let us substitute omega plus 1 upon omega minus 1 for the z in the given characteristic equation. What is the characteristic equation? P of z, that is equal to z cube minus 1.3 z square minus 0.08 z plus 0.94 is equal to 0. So the equation will become omega plus 1 upon omega minus 1 whole cube minus 1.3 omega plus 1 upon omega minus 1 whole square minus 0.08 omega plus 1 upon omega minus 1 plus 0.94 is equal to 0. Now simplify this equation. For that we have to multiply both sides by omega minus 1 whole cube. So we can get omega plus 1 whole square whole cube minus 1.3 omega plus 1 and the multiplication with omega square minus 1 minus 0.08 omega square minus 1 into omega minus 1 plus 0.24 omega minus 1 cube, that is equal to 0. Again multiply the internal term and we can get omega square plus 2 omega plus 1 into omega plus 1. It is the simplified version of omega plus 1 whole cube minus 1.3. As it is, we can multiply the both the term omega plus 1 and omega square minus 1. We can get omega cube minus omega plus omega square minus 1. Again minus 0.0 as it is, we have to multiply the two terms omega square minus 1 and omega minus 1. We can get omega cube minus omega square minus omega plus 1 plus 0.24 omega square minus 2 omega plus 1 and in another bracket omega minus 1, that is equal to 0. Okay, now multiply the constant term, we can get omega cube plus 3 omega plus 3 omega plus 1 minus 1.3 omega cube plus 1.3 omega minus 1.3 omega square minus minus plus plus 1.3 minus 0.08 omega cube minus minus again plus plus 0.08 omega square plus 0.08 omega minus 0.8 plus 24 0.24 omega cube minus 0.72 omega square plus 72 omega minus 0.24, that is equal to 0. Now the last simplification is we can get minus 0.14 omega cube plus 1.06 omega plus 5.1 omega plus 1.98, that is equal to 0. Okay, now we have to divide both sides by 0. Minus 0.14, we can get omega cube minus 7.571 omega square minus 36.43 omega minus 14.40, that is equal to 0. Now we have to apply the Raoult stability criteria to find out the stability of the system. So this is the Raoult series. Here we have to start the maximum power of omega, that is equal to omega cube, omega square, omega and omega raised to 0. Put the coefficient of omega cube, it is 1 and the coefficient of omega is minus 36.43 and in the next row we can put the coefficient of omega square, that is equal to 7.571 and the constant term minus 14.40. Now what is the rule to apply the Raoult series? We have to cross multiply the two terms like minus 7.571 into 36.43 minus 1 into minus 14.40 divided by 7 minus 7.571 and we can get minus 38.3. Again we have to apply the Raoult series and we can get the value minus 14.40. Now we have to check the first column of the Raoult series. Here you can see that only one sign is there, plus to minus and then minus continuing, means one root or the one pole or 0 are located in the right half plane. So this type of system is become unstable system. So what is the condition for the stability in the Raoult series? There is a one sign change. So there is a one root in right side of the omega plane. So this means that original characteristic equation has one root outside of the unit circle in the z plane. So our system is unstable. Okay, so using the bilinear transformation method, we can easily find the stability of the system. For that, first of all, we have to convert the z-domain characteristic equation into omega. Then we have to apply a Raoult series and then we have to check the first column of the Raoult series and then we have to decide that this type of system is stable or unstable. Thank you everyone.